All right, welcome back, Braves fans. Getting ready to set to kick off the second half. Some unofficial stats there in the first half. Obviously, the passing game was incredible. I got Luke Stewart for just shy or right around 150 yards passing. He does have the 2 TDs. Had 2 interceptions, but again, Braves lead it 20-17. He did have a 2-yard rush for a touchdown as well. The running game was pretty stymied there in the first half. You got to give credit where credit's due to Wabaunsee. Now, defensively, Braves are solid. Turned over Wabaunsee 3 times. Had a fumble recovery by Mason Samuels, an interception by Logan Stockwell, and a fumble recovery by Caden Hewitt, and basically getting help defensively from absolutely everybody on that defensive end. Now, we will receive the ball here in the second half. Set back deep for the Braves on the far side. Blaze French, near side Bradley Dornbos. Down by 14. They're going to run the risk and maybe do a little onside kick here, Jason. What do you think?
I think you kick it away to start the third quarter.
All right, here we go. Big fella's going to boot it deep, and it is going to be returned by Bradley Dornbos. 25, 30, got a little bit of seam. He's got a seam, 40. What a move out to the 48-yard line. I tell you what, the punt return that Bradley put together and the kickoff both kickoff returns by Bradley Dornbos put us in great field position. Braves will have it. So here we go.
You will notice a difference. We didn't probably want to bring this up. Number 2 did not come out of the locker room in a quarterback. Number 6, Reed Buttry. Number 2, Luke Stewart, the starting quarterback, looked a little dinged right before half and did not come out of the locker room.
All right, here we go. Reed Buttry making his debut as a high school quarterback. Going to be a handoff on the far side to Blaze French. Gets a little bit of steam going forward. Picks up about 3 yards on that lead play on that far side. And they're going to give him about 4. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6. So at some point in time, you're going to have to see Reed's arm. Now, any of you have ever watched high school sports, Reed's got a cannon, pitches, catches for his baseball team. But obviously it's a little bit different when you're managing the entire game at quarterback. Twins to the far side, one split to the bottom of your screen. Buttry in the gun, trying to get some movement up front. Going to have a handoff. Bradley Dornbos got another seam, and he is going to stumble his way across the 45. They're going to call it the 45, bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Braves.
Well, we're going to tell the story right here. We got him comfortable. He's handed the ball off twice. Are we going to let him throw it on 3rd down? Council Grove's whole offense in the first half, very pass-heavy.
Yeah, I counted 12 passing receptions in the first half, and now your starting quarterback is not in the game. Here we go, Reed Buttry, junior backup quarterback faced with a 3rd down and 4. He's looking to pass. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to run. And what a run by Reed Buttry. Just mows over a guy down to the 30. And I tell you what, when Reed Buttry decides to tuck it and run, he going to find a fella and run over him. What a run by Reed Buttry.
The thing about Reed Buttry at quarterback, the different look is he's a lot bigger. Reed is wicked smart. And I'll tell you what, that right there, he looks like he's been playing quarterback for his whole career. And the Braves got it cooking here. 1st down at the 30, driving here, 3rd quarter.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Braves. One single split. Here's Saeed Jenkins at the bottom. To Blaze French, get the edge, cuts in, spins, ball's loose on the deck, but they say he's down. Woo! I'll tell you what, you can definitely see Blaze's speed once he got his shoulders turned.
Oh, yeah. Once Blaze isn't running parallel with the line of scrimmage anymore and he catches the edge, watch out. The problem is a lot of people have keyed in on that 10 likes to bounce it. The plays generally are something to the outside, and they play it accordingly. So Braves having to get creative here. Starting quarterback out, Buttry in as the backup, and working the running game here. The ball hasn't gone in the air.
All right, here we go. Buttry got to fumble the handoff, and Blaze French, and that was just enough. What a move, but we're going to have a penalty flag. He's able to get 1st down territory. But where that flag come in, it looks like it might be in the vicinity of holding. They're on that left offensive side. And they're
somebody turned to block. It may be a crackback. I'm not sure if they got us for the hold or
blocking the back. We're going to find out from the white hat when he puts his dirty laundry back into his pocket. They're walking a long ways back here. So that looked like about a 10-yard penalty. Maybe a 15-yard penalty when I do some quick math. Nope, it is a holding on the offense. It's going to bring up second down and about 14, 9:05 to play. Third quarter clock running. Grady Kepley to the top of your screen. Reed Buttrey. Got ourselves an empty backfield set, so I think we'll be able to turn Reed Buttrey loose here. See what the arm says. He's going to tuck it and run, though. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, runs through the entire student body of Wabaunsee Chargers and finds himself down to the 26-yard line. Just go Reed.
Probably no better use of the umpire as a blocker. But he literally cut right off the shoulder of the official there and set a screen on two linebackers. So Reed is moving the offense, third down and long, but in four-down territory.
Stockwell is the up back behind Reed Buttrey on this third down play. Play action to him. Reed's going to roll. Pass is going to be caught to Mason Samuels. He's going to rumble his way forward almost to the 20, to the 21. It's going to be really close to a first down. It's going to bring up fourth down, and we'll let him set it. Fourth down and 1. Spread it and give it to Reed Buttrey to go let the kid go get a yard.
Yeah, well, I would imagine Wabaunsee's thinking the same thing based on what they've seen. So let's see what the Braves want to do. If they bring the house, Reed may have trouble finding a spot to run. We'll see if they go empty and try to spread them out. They may key in on 6, but they're not going to go empty. So
going to have two flanked to his right, Dornbos and Stockwell. Buttrey going to go ahead and keep it. He's got a big run. He's got a seam. He's running over people. Go, Reed! Down to the 1-yard line. Reed Buttrey running downhill. What a run by the junior. 20 yards and first and goal. Holy cow.
Yeah. I think the game we watched in the playoffs against Nemaha Central, I think we may have stole the playbook on the way out of town because it's Reed Buttrey right, Reed Buttrey left, Reed Buttrey to the end zone.
Wow, what a huge spot for Reed. I guarantee you, we'll wait till after this play. Reed going to call his own number again, and he's going to stumble his way in. Touchdown. What a drive by the offensive line and Reed Buttrey. This gets used all the time, but I don't think when you woke up this morning it was on your bingo card. Reed Buttrey leading us on a drive down the other end to score a touchdown out of the halftime.
Yeah, Luke Stewart's in the locker room. We hope he's all right. We have no clue what the injury is. I saw him reach for a shoulder, kind of grabbing at something that was just not comfortable, and Reed comes out, and you're exactly right. When Reed woke up, I don't think his bingo card said, I'm going to start the second half at quarterback.
All right, here we go. We're going to go for 2. Reed is going to be sacked. But you know what? You got to say one thing about Reed. Again, we talked about his high IQ. Everything that he does, from football, baseball, basketball, he's just a student of every game that he plays. He could have easily just chucked that up into no man's land, but he's smart enough to.
Yeah, he didn't force that. Yeah, what he thought he was going to see, he didn't see. Nobody open. He lives to fight another day. But with the score the way it is, you tack on that 6. Braves up 26-7, and feeling pretty good about bringing that defense out.
So, again, like Jason had mentioned, I know I'm excited for young Buttrey out here running the show on the offensive side, but obviously we understand that we hope.
Oh, Luke's on the sideline now with an arm in a sling.
Where you see that at?
Left arm. He's right beside Mason Samuels at the 50. He's got the left arm in a sling. No pads, left arm in a sling. And I saw him grabbing towards that side, up around the shoulder. He took a pretty vicious hit where they flipped him over, where you would look at a shoulder or collarbone injury, and not not the best scene. Luke out there supporting his team, wearing the sling, probably not wanting to go get it checked out yet. Hopefully it's just a sprain or something, and they've just said, hey, you're not
There's a good boot there by Carter Bremer, kicking off now that Reed Buttrey is your quarterback. Gert going to break one. Just him and the freshman. And we got a Carter Bremer and Easton Stows finally push him out of bounds. But we got some laundry on the 50-yard line, so hopefully that thing's coming on back.
Yeah, hopefully that there's a reason why he found a lane to run in. And that flag would indicate that it is holding on Wabaunsee. It's going to come back.
You know, I say that I don't know Easton Stowe's number 12, the freshman speed, but he showed off some serious foot speed. And I know Carter Bremer can run like 7 miles at a really, really good pace, but sprint speed-wise, those two young cats turned it on there.
They did. Special teams still coming up big. I would like to think the whole reason that they broke that was because they cheated, and that's,
Exactly.
and that's why there's a flag on the play. So Braves will.
And here comes the aforementioned Easton Stowe's going in there at corner on the far side. Blaze French here at the bottom of your screen. So Easton's getting his first action on the number 1 defense. Here we go. Debler claps his hands. Inside handoff to Frank, and he's going to be dumped immediately. Who's in the backfield before anybody else wearing navy and gold?
41.
41. Bradley Dornbos.
Bradley
with the big hit.
Dornbos with the big hit. He kind of spun off the hit, but there was several blue jerseys already on him by the time Bradley had held him up. And I don't think you can say enough about, in this defensive scheme, Bradley and David McDiffett, they have to play way bigger than they are, and they have to be sure tacklers. And a lot of times they're the first ones to make contact.
Twins to the far, twins here to the near side. Debler has got Frank to his right. Claps his hands. Here's the snap. Quick wide receiver screen to Gert, and he breaks one tackle but not the other one. And holy moly, Caden Schmidt.
Caden Schmidt,
Wow.
Caden Schmidt steamrolled him, and I'll tell you what, Blaze French was trying to get off of that block out there. Usually when the jersey's stretched to about 18 inches, that indicates holding. I'm not going to say that it was or it wasn't, but Blaze not able to get off the block, and when he took one step inside, he got leveled.
So what a play there by the defense on first down by Dornbos and by Schmidt there on second down. It's going to bring up third down and right at 10 here at the 40-yard line. Wabaunsee on their side of the field. Could have twins to the far side, twins here down to the bottom of your screen. Debler still trying to figure out why they didn't go with Frank. Frank was the one that got him their touchdown, but what do I know? Debler, a little bit of a misdirection, breaks one tackle, is not going to break the other one. Going to pick up about 3, and it's going to bring up fourth down and probably about 7. And I see a couple new personnel coming on the field for Wabaunsee.
Reed Buttrey came off the edge, followed that play from behind, and made that play. He blitzed on the edge and come back to make that play. That's your quarterback, Reed Buttrey, that came in to make that from behind and get him to fourth down. So looks like Bradley Dornbos is going to be deep. Going to go with the lone setback here.
So Easton Snows on the far side on the gunner. They're going to bring – wait a minute. What are we doing here? They don't have any gunners at all here. And I guess they are going to punt it away. And, oh, no, they're going to get the ball back. We got roughing the punter.
Yep.
And
Mason did not intentionally obviously hit him, but he thought he was going to block it, and he put his hands out to not land on him, and he roughed the kicker.
Yep. So that penalty obviously is 15, considering it's a personal foul. So that will be enough for a first down and a new set of downs for Wabaunsee, and that'll move the chains across midfield. And Wabaunsee will have an opportunity to try again here offensively at the Council Grove 42-yard line. So the defense did its job. Might as well set it up and do it again.
Do it again. Darren storming the sideline down there, walking down to the 20, getting a view. Nobody more prepared than Coach Reddick. He generally will give his guys the signal of where the play is going to go.
All right, here we go. Now we're going to go back to the Cole Frank number 2 offense. Double tight formation. Cole's going to read it along this right side, find a little bit of a seam. And I tell you what, he was met at the 40-yard line, shoved his way down to about the 36-yard line, is able to pick up 5.5 real tough yards. And I don't know how big that kid is, but
Stockwell didn't have his feet under him when he met him, and he took Logan back about 4 yards.
5'9", 160.
He gets ahead of steam. I'll give him that.
So Franks is gonna. When he came in, and they basically went to the double tight formation with 2 up backs, and basically just this read, find a spot, and go. Things started to work real well for him, and if we don't break tackles, there you go, Maddox Ziegler. Introduce yourself to Cole Frank, Caden Hewitt, clean it up, Bradley Dornbos. That's how you get it done.
Yeah, Ziegler looks like genetically is tackles the same as his brother. He gets hold of them, and then he rams their head into the ground.
So, all right, here we go. From a really, really successful second down play and a huge defensive play by your Council Grove Braves. Shoves them back. 3rd down and a short 8. 4 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. And Debler's back in at quarterback. Maybe a little bit of a passing down here. See if maybe we can get some pressure up front. Here comes Council Grove, looking like they're going to come, and they are going to come around that right side. Look like maybe a hold, and Mason Samuels drops Debler at the 45-yard line. Probably looks like a 5-yard loss, but
Gunner was being held, or Gunner would have got him long before Samuels had a shot at him.
So you got the sack. Result of the play was a 5-yard loss. Bring up 4th down and 15. Do you take the penalty and make it 3rd down in Manhattan?
Nope.
They're gonna decline the penalty and take the play.
I think you decline it. I think you put them in 4th down and put them to a decision and see if they'll punch you the ball back. And I think they are going to punt.
Well,
or Council Grove thinks they're going to punt because we've sent Samuels and Dornbos
I don't think
back.
they are. They're going to let the clock run, or are they going to take a timeout and think about it? You got the Wabaunsee coach is sitting there next to the side judge, or not sitting, standing next to the side judge. Going to chew some clock up, let the clock run, probably call a timeout and talk about it. They need the 32-yard line for a 1st down, and they're currently set up on the 45. They're going to call a timeout and talk about it. We'll talk about it too. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel and TCT.
The Deuce.
The Council Grove Pizza Hut is a proud sponsor of the Braves. Stop into your local Council Grove Pizza Hut before or after the game for all your Pizza Hut favorites. At Ray's Apple Market in Council Grove, they believe grocery shopping should feel like coming home. They're family owned, so they'll treat you like family too. That's why they still carry out your groceries with a smile, rain or shine. They proudly support our local schools, sports teams, and the heart of the community, you. So next time you shop, choose the store that knows your name and loves your town as much as you do. Ray's Apple Market, where family, community, and good food come together. Let's go, Braves! LuxNet has spent more than 32 years making marketing simple with great customer service, collaboration, and quality products. From invitations and flyers to business cards, postcards, brochures, and more. Visit LuxNetCorporation.com to learn more about their print and mailing offerings, digital solutions, strategy development, and creative services. To learn more about their print and mailing offerings, digital solutions, strategy development, and creative services.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. First time out called for Wabaunsee. 3:11 left to play. Braves still lead it 26-7, and I think Wabaunsee decided to change their mind. Thought maybe they're going to try to go for it. And are you in a situation here, Jason? I know it's 4th and 13. 4th down and 13. You wouldn't be crazy enough to go for this, would you? But you are down by 19 points, 3 scores.
You're down a lot, but
punt is away. No roughing. Dornbos is going to fumble it for a second, but he's able to gather it back up and recover it. But I tell you what, That kid can punt.
Yep, they got a good punter, and Bradley not calling for the fair catch. I think he had stars in his eyes there. If he gets that clean, he may squirt out to the right, but not able to handle it initially, but got on it, and Braves will set up shop with this Reed Buttrey ran offense at about the 8-yard line.
You know what's crazy? Normally in scrimmages and jamborees and stuff like that, you like to try to give each guy a little bit of a rep here and there. We're here to tell you Reed Buttrey did not play quarterback at all in the jamboree last weekend. But again, we have no idea.
I haven't seen him play quarterback maybe since junior high.
Or get hand off to the right side, a little bit of running room over there on that far side. I believe that's French. French, sorry, Mindy. I need to reconstruct things here. Got a light up here that's causing me difficulties. There we go. Let's try that.
Most people know that Justin can't see, and we have to keep the lights off because any glare at all, and he's unsure of what's going on the other side of the window.
So what you're telling me is I've lost 2 of my senses. I can't see and I can't hear anything. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 10 for the Braves. Buttrey looking to pass over the middle, and it is going to be incomplete. Looking for Mason Samuels over the middle. Whoo! Wabaunsee crowd's growling a little bit. They're wanting a pick.
The officials waving as if it was incomplete. I think they're going to talk him out of arguing. Yeah, incomplete pass. So it 3rd and 9. And with this score, is Coach Reddick content maybe to just play a little clock game? And he did throw it there, but
all right, here we go. Reed Buttrey got one flank to his left. 3rd down. Drop back to pass. Pass is going to be caught by Grady Kepley, fellow junior. Breaks a tackle. New set of downs out to the 24-yard line. So Grady Kepley and Reed Buttrey spent quite a bit of time together on the baseball field, the basketball court, now the football field. So Reed gets his first official completed pass.
He does. And, Council Grove kind of sticking their toe in the water with the offense and what they want to run, and everything going pretty well for Reed Buttrey so far.
I apologize. I'm a liar. He did have a 6-yard reception to Mason Samuels earlier.
He did.
So I'm a terrible guy. Handoff, cut back. Blaze French stood up, and we're going to blow the whistle. Might have got about a yard on that play, but again, just keep matriculating the ball down the field, and if we chew up the next 8 minutes, well, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I think Coach Reddick would like nothing more than to keep them off the scoreboard and get this to zeros on the clock as fast as possible in this game.
All right, going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Clock winding here. Under 1:13 left to go. Quarter number 3. Twins here to the bottom of your screen. One set to the top. Reed Buttrey looking to the sideline. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking. Going to go ahead and look, and he is going to be wrapped up and brought down at about the 24-yard line. Really close. Mindy's wanting a flag. There almost looked like a little bit of a horse collar. It could have almost been.
Mindy says the hand was on the inside. Me and you can't see that well to know if he really had it. He did have it around the collar. The hand was in the vicinity for sure. It sure looked like he got a good hold of him with the horse collar, but no call. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 11 on the loss there. And Reed looking to pick up another big 1st down.
Drop back to pass. Reed looking, pass over the far side. It's going to be caught. And he's going to be met immediately. It's going to be short of the 1st down. Bradley Dornbos with a reception. Picked up about 8. And I believe they're going to just let this clock wind down. And we'll end the quarter number 3. But when we return, the Braves are going to be faced with a 4th down and about 3. And with a 19-point lead, you're probably looking to punt. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll get you the 4th quarter. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Life channel and TCT.
The dude.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, they treat people like people. Together, they will work with you to create a plan that's just right for you. Contact your Council Grove Farm Bureau agent, Alex Renke. It's your future. Let's protect it. Flint Hills Rural Electric Cooperative legacy now spans over 84 years. Their commitment to providing reliable, affordable, and safe electrical power to its members has never been stronger. As a cooperative, the safety and welfare of the members is always the number one priority. The Flint Hills Rural Electric Cooperative is proud to support its Braves athletes. Go Braves! Located in downtown Council Grove, Grove Gardens has a wonderful selection of gardening tools, beautiful plants, and fresh produce. They are your source for locally grown produce and all your gardening essentials. You can't beat their customer service and expertise. Follow them on Facebook.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. Start of the fourth quarter. It looks like we are going to get into punt formation. So Reed's going to do it all. He's going to drop down into punt formation. Easton Stowe's the gunner. Punt is away end over end, and it's going to hit, take a roll, take a bounce, take a bounce, take a bounce. And it's going to settle up at the 31-yard line. Did they blow a whistle?
I'm not sure.
Again,
sometimes with the headset on, it's hard to hear the whistle, but I didn't hear much.
Okay, nevertheless, Reed flips the field there, and Wabaunsee will have the ball on their own 31-yard line. Just started of the second half, fourth quarter, 11:52 to play. And one thing that you got to say, and Jason said it before, a Darren Reddick defensive coach team may make one little bitty snafu, but then when they make adjustments, things completely change. So Wabaunsee had one big play that led to their touchdown, and since that time, Council Grove has literally slammed the door shut on anything Wabaunsee's trying to do offensively. Number 13, the sophomore Debler, back in at quarterback. Claps his hands, looking to pass over the middle, and it is fumbled, stopped. Did he keep a hold of that?
I don't know if he kept a hold or not, but I thought one of our guys was just going to come by and grab it off of his shoulder pad. It was kind of hung on his arm. He didn't have it, and then I think he did. Yeah, he must have gathered it up.
What? Little something over the middle for Wabaunsee is able to be a positive play. Picked up 4. Bring up second down and 6. Clock winding here, nearing the 11:20 mark.
Try that again. Bradley will just take that out of your hand and take off running the other way with it.
Debler, high snap. Here comes Mason Samuels and just completely blows up that play. Nicely done there by Reed Buttrey. He'll get credit for the sack, but Mason Samuels around the outside just made everybody oh, God, I want to get away from 34.
That guy was pinned in. There was no getting loose, and Braves push him back again. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12, and that Braves defense is kind of fun.
Absolutely.
Kind of fun to watch. Nobody's more prepared than Coach Reddick. I mean, he literally dials it up, and we bring pressure right at the right point, and we're just not giving them much of anything.
And one thing that we need to talk about next break is just sheer numbers of defense and athletes, and we're going to have a flag, look like delay a game, pushing back another 5, and now that I've got this time, one thing with last year's senior class, and we may refer to that, and you've got to give credit where credit's due. For 4 years, those kids completely helped change the program to where it is today. But with losing that group of seniors, one thing that did add was a ton of depth on both sides of the ball. You had guys that didn't play both ways, and now, because of the way we're constructed right now, Coach Reddick's trying to get guys in and out of the field. Now we're going to have Frank going to dial his own number, get him on the ground. I want to see their punter again. And, again, great job by the defense. Here comes the punt team. But I see a few guys going in and out, trying to give guys some breathers.
Oh, yeah. They're getting breathers. They got some rotate. Lincoln Sherwood's in the game. Defensive end,
number 55 for those of you watching at home.
Yeah, he's using some of these rotational guys, giving guys some breaks, and that's what Coach Reddick really likes to do. He likes to keep guys fresh, And if you can keep one guy on one side of the ball, like we did last year with several of our players, we're able to specialize. That had a lot to do with making that deep run.
Gert and what's tipped.
It's tipped.
Just get away from it. Get away from it. Don't touch it. There we go. Thank goodness. And for those of you watching at home, hopefully there's a lot of you, we did run into the punter, but if you touch the ball, you can literally just knock him backwards, the punter, as long as you touch the ball. We're okay there, so good tip, good pressure up front, and Council Grove will have great field position here. 9:31 left to play, still leading it 26-7.
Chiefs are down 13-6 right now, just so you know.
Yep, Chiefs are down 13-6. The Royals are winning 2-1 in the top of the ninth. So the offense for the good old Royals must have seeped over into Arrowhead Stadium because their offense is a little rough to start the season as well.
Yeah, obviously we haven't been able to watch. Don't know what the field conditions are down there in Brazil, but Chiefs getting a run for their money.
Low snap. Reed Buttry calls his own number, gets along that left side, shoves himself forward. Going to be pushed out of bounds at minimal gain. And with that going out of bounds, we get a little love on the clock because normally when you go out of bounds at the high school level, the clock stops, but not here.
Had some questions about the clock throughout the game. We'll just
all right, here we go. Clock winding, under 9 minutes to play. Bring up 2nd and 10. Buttry, high snap, and goes through his hands. And it will be all the way back to the 44-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a country mile. And is it just me, or was Reed's head a little bit up to see where he was going to go? Or did that snap come in at 98 mile an hour on the inside corner?
Yeah, a little quick. Might have been pressure coming. But yeah, Braves doing the best they can with this situation. I don't think punting is necessarily, a bad thing and keeping the clock running.
Not the way our defense is playing. Here we go, 3rd down and 20, and we're going to have a false start. So, man, defense did its job, tipped a punt, got great field position, and the offense, this possession has just been kind of sputtering in neutral down the hill, but it's kind of one of those deals where the first time that you run a series with a new quarterback, just the adrenaline, everybody's getting behind Reed and everything else, and then all of a sudden when the pressure hits just a little bit, the difference and the newness of cadence and snap count, it just throws off the timing just a little bit. Yeah. So here we go.
We know he hasn't taken a ton of snaps in practice, so this will be a big change for Council Grove.
3rd down and 25, breaks one tackle, cuts in and gets cut down across the 40 out to the 41-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and a lot. So Reed will stay on the field, and punt this one away. Be kind of curious to see who they're going to send back.
Coach Reddick's getting a lot of guys on the field here. You've noticed in and out and with special teams. So guys getting a chance here, getting some of the jitters out this first game and getting them on the field. And
Reed gets it blocked. It's loose. Is anybody going to be crazy and touch it? And, yep, they're going to go ahead and jump on it. So it will be really good field position for the Chargers. Council Grove territory at about the 44-yard line far side. So you think fatigue might be a little bit of a factor here, or just a little bit?
Early season, as many downs as we're playing, same guys, both sides of the ball, it could be. You could see a little fatigue here with this score. You really got to, up 26-7, you really got to keep guys motivated to not sleepwalk through the 4th quarter. And we've done that on the defense a little bit here, but, Braves need to dig deep and stop them one more time.
Debler, high snap, and he is going to be dumped and driven. Loose
Football's
ball.
loose.
and they say he was down, and as hard as he hit the ground, as hard as he hit the ground, man, hopefully he's all right, because what a shot. Was that McDiffit?
I think Ziegler was helping him down there. Yeah, he took a shot. Looked like he may have bounced off the turf pretty hard there.
Going to bring up second down and probably about 20 for Wabaunsee. And Debler's going to go ahead and stay in the game here. But Frank is going to be at quarterback. Frank is going to look, try to get it on the left side, gets a little bit of a seam, runs through an arm tackle, and gets all the way across midfield to about the 47, they're going to call it 47-yard line. I'll tell you what, you got to give that kid credit. The kid runs hard.
He does. He's got a burst that makes him hard to tackle.
Going to bring up third down and about 13. Clock is winding fast, under 6:10 to play. Council Grove's defense here in the second half, albeit for the one drive that we scored our lone touchdown in the second half, our defense has been on the field a lot this second half. Frank, and he's going to be met immediately, and somehow is able to spin his way forward to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Could have been dropped for about a 3 or 4 yard loss. I don't know how he snuck himself through there, and he's going to sleep good tonight.
Yeah, the clock continues to run, and it just seems as though both teams might want that thing to get to zero, get to the locker room.
Just watching, I mean, it's not like there's bad body language by any means. It looks like there's 22 guys out there that have put their heart and soul into this game and are just game one. They look tired. Everybody looks tired. Frank going to look to pass, ducks in, decides to tuck it and run, is going to be hit and tackled. Short of the first down. Good tackle there by number 41, the defensive specialist, Bradley Dornbos. Yeah. Council Grove football.
Yeah, Bradley Dornbos reached out and may have saved a first down from him getting a real head of steam, tripped him up, and ball's going to flip possession. Braves take over, and Braves defense does it again. And just like last year, we were always excited to bring that defense out there, and it doesn't look like anything's changed with Darren Reddick's defense. It is pretty stout, and given week over week more practice time, they're going to do nothing but get better.
Final in Kansas City, the Royals have beat the Twins 2-1. And we're going to have a timeout by Wabaunsee to talk about it. We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a breather as well. Council Grove leads it. 5:01 left to play, 26-7. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.
Farmers and Drovers Bank is ready to meet all your banking needs. From mobile banking to in-person friendly customer service, Farmers and Drovers is your premier bank with 3 locations plus 2 ATMs to make your banking experience convenient.
Moonlight Trucking wants to assist you with all of your automotive needs. They can get you back on the road. They operate in big truck repair as well as car, pickups, and ag equipment. Give Oscar a call at 620-767-5499 and he'll be ready to help you. They are open from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, ready to serve Council Grove and all the surrounding areas. Always watching and rooting for our Braves.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. After that Wabaunsee timeout, try to do a little rest and recuperating. 2 tired ball clubs. Council Grove will have it 1st and 10. You got David McDiffit in the backfield now. Flank to Reed's right here on the near side, Twins to the bottom. Reed's going to call his own number, gets a little bit of a seam, spins, chugs his way forward across midfield to the 49-yard line. Great run there on first down for Reed. He's able to pick up about 5.5, call it 6, and it just sounded like somebody fell through the press box.
Yeah, that did sound like somebody fell through the floor. Mason comes up a little hobbled. He was able to run on it. Looked like maybe an ankle.
going to call it 2nd down and 4 for the Braves. And again, with that 19-point lead and possession of the football, you're going to probably milk this play clock all the way down to about 5 before you snap it. And that's what Council Grove's doing. And we've got a penalty flag. What's going on?
He just signaled offsides.
Offsides? Well, hey.
There we go. There's the first down.
We didn't even do anything. Got a free 5 yards. I was looking right down the football. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
So bring up new set of downs, and while we're doing that, taking our time spotting the ball, more time runs off the clock, and they reset the play clock, so is Reed going to take his time here? He's going to go ahead and go. Reed, snap, handoff. Bradley Dornbrost makes one tackle. Tries to break another tackle, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds, but they're going to say he was inbounds. Clock will continue to run. Bradley, did he shave his way forward for maybe a little bit of a gain? They haven't spotted it yet. He's at the 40. And Grady Kepley, I don't know if he tripped over the 42-yard line or what. But
I thought he was maybe flopping, trying to get a call. I didn't know what he was doing. Yeah.
So no gain on the play for Dornbos. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball sitting on the 44-yard line near hash.
Chewing clock. Just chewing the clock
just taking our time. Play clock down to 5. Reed's got it figured out. Going to get a snap here. Handoff. Bradley Dornbos breaks a tackle, spins forward. Great blocking up front. And we're going to finally get a whistle. And Leo Salas loses his brain bucket in the process. So it's going to bring up about 3rd down and a long 3. We're going to call it 4. Clock is still winding. We're at the 2:45 mark. Council Grove continues to play this thing smart and not be in any big hurry at all.
No, just milking that clock, trying to get to that locker room with the 26-7 score and get Coach Reddick his first win in his first home game and the first game of the season.
Buttery is going to come up, and we are going to call a timeout and talk about it. We got 3rd down and 4. When we come back, we're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live Channel and TCT.
The Deuce.
The H&R Block Tax Professionals are here to meet all your tax needs. Let these experts give you a peace of mind. Call and place an appointment with them today. You can find them located at 316 West Main in Council Grove. The Council Grove Republican, founded in 1872, provides you with community and focused articles Monday through Thursday, which are stories you can't find on social media. Subscribe today at councilgroverepublican.com for as low as 35 cents an edition. Did somebody say Taco Tuesday? El Rancho Viejo is just the spot for your south-of-the-border cravings with a full menu of made-to-order Mexican cuisine. And don't miss their $1.75 tacos on Tuesdays. Be sure to try one of their famous margaritas while you're dining in. Open 7 days a week. Find them downtown Council Grove. At the Morris County Hospital, they are proud to stand behind our hometown athletes, the Council Grove Braves. Whether it's on the field, court, or on the track, these athletes show us what hard work and dedication looks like. When injuries happen, their team of professionals are there with expert care to get them back in the game and stronger than ever. The Morris County Hospital is caring for our community and cheering on the Braves. Let's go, Braves!
All right, welcome back. 3rd down and 4 for the Braves. 2:23 left to play. Low snap. Reed tries to pick it up and decides to chuck it. Intended receiver was maybe David McDiffett.
And he got it past the line of scrimmage.
It could have been Leo Salas, but he was ineligible. David McDiffett was close, and we got a flag on the far side. So I don't know. Ineligible man downfield. It is game 1, Jason.
It is game 1, and poor Reed's been thrown to the Wolves playing quarterback unexpectedly. So a lot of things will be worked out in practice. Hopefully the thing that will be worked out is that this shoulder is of Stewart's. Maybe this is precautionary with a lead. It's a little tender, strained, something. Hopefully we don't have any collarbone or structural issues in there.
3rd down and 9 for the Braves. 2 split here to the near. Going to go trips here to the near side. 1 split to the top. Buttry's going to let this play clock wind all the way down. Just nobody false start. Be patient. I know you're in the 3-point stance for what seems like an eternity, but just be patient there, O-line. Reed with a snap. Looking over the middle. Pass is going to be a little bit low to Saeed Jenkins. It's going to bring up 4th down, and Gunnar Gleason must have been discussing some cookie recipes with one of the defensive linemen. Some of the Braves had to push him out of the way. So
exchanging addresses for Christmas cards.
Was it?
Yeah.
We're going to be pen pals?
Yep, they're going to write letters to each other.
I can guarantee that there's not a single person under the age of 25 that has any idea what the word pen pal means.
Or how stamps work. Why would somebody write with their hands?
Buttery gets the punt away, end over end, and it's going to take a bounce, and oh my gosh, he fielded it. It's loose. Why in the world did that kid field it? It might have went in the end zone, but nevertheless, Wabaunsee going to have it at their own 5-yard line with 1:38 left to play. So, one thing you got to do defensively here is be smart, catch everything in front of you and nobody behind you.
Yep, nobody behind you. You know Coach Reddick's he's gonna probably back off the pressure a little bit. He's gonna get some of these D-backs backed up a little bit. I'd say there'd be a little more cushion, and he's just gonna, if he gives them any yards at all, he's gonna make them really, really work for it and use a lot of clock to get down the field. They may try to work the sideline.
Man in motion, high snap. Frank calls his own number up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, breaks another tackle. Good Lord, gets the kid on the ground. What a run. Out to the 27-yard line, and I tell you what, we're talking about tired kids. That kid's not tired. What a run.
He had a burst, and it looked like Council Grove a little late to get to him there and then had trouble getting him to the ground. So I know conditioning as the season wears on gets better and better, but first game here, you can tell it's early.
Oh, no. Turf Monster got poor Cole Frank, and that's probably one that he wants to have back. But the clock continues to wind on that one. Under a minute to play is going to bring up 2nd down and about 14. And Wabaunsee went from hurry up to what in the world are we doing?
Yeah, looks like getting the clock to zeros is the main goal here. I don't think they're going to be in any hurry. Looks like letting play clock much clock as they can. Probably
Frank again, QB keeper here on this left side, and he's going to be cut down by Bradley Dornbus. Looks like a missile.
Yeah, Bradley doesn't get tired. Everybody else might get tired, but Bradley doesn't get tired.
Just literally, he comes in and looks like when he's going for their legs, he's going at their legs as fast as everybody else runs. So apparently, I think Wabaunsee happy and content. We're going to let this last 5 seconds run out. Again, like Jason mentioned, we just started the beginning of the season 1-0 at home and get Darren Reddick his first victory as head coach for the Council Grove Braves.
He's undefeated.
He's
just
undefeated.
So you know.
We're going to take a little quick break, turn on the lights so I can see, and we're going to wrap this thing up. You're watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel and TCT.
The Deuce.
DHC Chiropractic is helping you feel your best with services such as spinal manipulation, various forms of physiotherapy, and dry needling. Call into our office to schedule your appointment or reach out to us on Facebook. Need help navigating the real estate market? Give a local Council Grove Realty or Lakeside Property Realtor a call today. They are members of the Flint Hills Association of Realtors assisting in residential, commercial, and ag sales. Visit cglakeside.net or councilgroverealty.com and see what a local realtor can do for you. For over 100 years, Citizen State Bank has gone the extra mile for its customers, providing big bank amenities while knowing their customers by their first name. Stop in today at any of their 7 locations or check out their services online at extramilebank.com.
All right, welcome back, Braves fans. Hopefully you're still tuning in with us. You can catch up with that Chiefs football game when we close this thing out. Again, just kind of give you a little bit of a game recap and some unofficial stats. There in the first quarter, 8:56 left to go in the first quarter. A 2-yard rush into the end zone by junior quarterback Luke Stewart to get us on the board. A point after by Carter Bremer made it 7-0. 54 seconds later, a 7-yard pass from Luke Stewart to Mason Samuels, and the Braves put up another touchdown. Wabaunsee decided to change up things offensively there in the second quarter, at the start of the second quarter, and a pass play from, number 2 to number 10, which would be Frank to number 10, Meshtectino, and the Wabaunsee Chargers got on the board. There again in the second quarter, it worked once. Let's do it again. Luke to Mason Samuels, 25-yard touchdown pass at the 8:24 mark of the second quarter. No other scoring there in the first half. And then when things come out of the locker room, things changed a little bit, and so did personnel. Luke Stewart come back out with no football pads on and a sling on his left arm. And insert Reed Buttrey, and the Reed Buttrey drive. And he was able to put together a great drive by himself with the offensive line and on the ground. He ended up having rushes of 15, 10, 20, and 1 yard, and he was able to take it into the end zone to make it 26-7, and that's the way the score ended. So you had about 150-plus yards passing for Luke Stewart in the first half. Reed Butcher came over in the second half, but I'm going to shift it over to Jason because I think obviously the passing game was incredible to watch. Offensive line did a great job. Running game, other than Reed there in the second half, a little bit limited, but I think the story of the game, and I'm going to let Jason talk about, I think the story of the game is the defense, Jason.
Yeah, it's not any different than what we've seen. Darren Reddick going from the defensive coordinator to the head coach, but still kind of leading the defense, being the defensive coordinator, so to speak. That defense is so well prepared, so well versed. The calls coming in from the sideline, guys shooting in there, making big tackles for loss, pressure coming from where it needs to come from based on formations. And Coach Reddick just, his defenses, he does an incredible job. And a little adversity on the offensive side of the football, obviously a massive change in your game plan when your quarterback goes down. And your quarterback goes down and it just you adjust, you adapt, you overcome, you do whatever you got to do based on the hand you've been dealt, and hopefully Luke Stewart will, it'll be a quick recovery and he can get back in the game. If he can't, Reed's gonna take the steering wheel to this machine, and you may see more of an Omaha Central like running attack where the quarterback's able to kind of pick and choose, and the passing game, becomes more of a secondary thought to the offensive play calling. But Reed can really throw the ball, and he wasn't prepared to do this. So I think we'll know more as we see what personnel we have next week at Mission Valley, and what we're going to run. Will dictate what they see in practice, and we know one thing: we're going to be prepared and we'll be all right, regardless of personnel. We just hope Luke is back and they can kind of go forward with what they thought this thing would be from the beginning.
All right. And again, as of our last little team meeting here at halftime, Mindy did tell us that they're giving us the okay that we're going to be able to stream live audio and live video in Mission Valley at their new facility. I haven't been there yet, so I'd be kind of curious to see what kind of setup they have. But Mission Valley spent a ton of money, and they got themselves a turf and a new press box, and I'm excited to go take this show on the road to rural Eskridge, Kansas, as we take on the Mission Valley Vikings. And again, got to give a shout out again. Thank you so much to Mindy, Jason, and myself. I'm going to wish all of you a great night, and hopefully when we sneak out of here and get home, Patrick Mahomes and the offense is able to get something figured out. So, anyway, again, Jason, Mindy, thank you so much. And thank you so much for watching Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel. It's so great to be back. Again, you watch Braves football on the Flint Hills Live channel on TCT.
The Deuce.